Have you ever wondered what it takes to become truly unforgettable? Imagine being so cherished that people can't help but miss you when you're not around. In today's video, we're exploring the timeless wisdom of Stoicism and how you can use it to become that person. Stay with us until the end because we'll share some practical tips that might just change the way people look at you. Stoicism, a philosophy that dates back to ancient Greece and Rome, offers profound insights on how to live a balanced and meaningful life. But what if I told you that these same principles can also make you more memorable to others? Whether it's a friend, a loved one, or even a colleague, the practices we discuss today can help create a lasting impression. So get comfortable because we're diving into the world of Stoicism and how adopting these principles can make them miss you badly. The first practice involves creating value in your life. When you focus on self-improvement and become a person of high value, others can't help but notice and appreciate you. Imagine you consistently bring positive energy, wisdom, and kindness into every interaction. People will start to see you as someone they need in their lives because you enhance their experiences. Let's look at an example. Picture yourself at work. Instead of just doing what's expected, you go the extra mile by learning new skills and sharing that knowledge with your colleagues. You're the go-to person for advice and support. This not only boosts your value but also makes you indispensable. Another tip is to cultivate genuine curiosity about other people. When you show a heartfelt interest in their lives and listen attentively, you create deeper connections. People miss those who make them feel valued and heard. So, focus on continuously enhancing your skills, knowledge, and emotional intelligence. Not only will you grow as an individual, but you'll also leave a memorable impact on those around you. The second practice involves embracing absence. You know the old saying, absence makes the heart grow fonder. It's truer than you might think. Briefly stepping away can actually strengthen how much people appreciate you. Imagine you're always available, always around, always the go-to person. While that's great, it can also lead to people taking you for granted. Now, picture this. You decide to take a weekend getaway, maybe to a cozy cabin in the woods with no cell service. Initially, your friends might think, oh, it's nice to have some space, but soon enough they'll notice the little void your absence creates. By the end of the weekend, they're texting you non-stop, wanting to catch up on all the things they experienced without you. You see, it's not about playing hard to get, but more about giving yourself and others a chance to miss your presence. It's like that moment when someone finds that half-eaten chocolate bar they forgot about in the fridge. It's suddenly the best thing ever because they hadn't had it in a while. By practicing brief detachment, you allow others to realize how much they value your company. This doesn't mean you have to disappear for weeks. Sometimes, even a day spent offline can do wonders. So, next time you find yourself always available, try stepping back a bit. Let people experience the difference of your absence. They'll soon recognize just how much you brighten their lives when you're around. The third practice involves embracing indifference. Now, this might sound a bit counterintuitive at first, but let me explain. Imagine someone who never seems overly affected by the ups and downs of life. They remain calm, collected, and composed no matter what comes their way. This emotional stability can make you incredibly intriguing to others because it shows strength and resilience. Think of it like being the eye of a storm, calm and peaceful while everything else is chaotic. Picture a friend who never panics, never loses their cool, even in the most stressful situations. Their steadiness becomes a source of comfort and inspiration. People start to admire them and seek their company because they know this person won't be easily rattled. Another light-hearted example is a cat. Cats are known for their aloofness and independence, and yet people find them mysteriously captivating. They don't rush to please anyone but themselves, which oddly makes people want their attention even more. By practicing indifference, you subtly communicate that your emotional state does not depend on the approval or disapproval of others. This doesn't mean you should be cold or unfeeling. Rather, it's about maintaining a sense of inner peace and not letting external circumstances dictate your emotions. This kind of emotional resilience can be incredibly attractive because it signals confidence and self-assurance. So, next time you find yourself getting worked up over what someone said or did, take a step back. Remind yourself to stay calm and composed. Over time, you'll find that this practice not only makes you more desirable, but also brings a newfound sense of tranquility into your own life. The fourth practice involves being present when present. Imagine those moments when someone is truly engaged and attentive, making you feel like you're the most important person in the world. That's the kind of impact you want to have on others. Imagine sitting with a friend at a coffee shop, putting away your phone and giving them your undivided attention. You listen intently, laugh at their jokes, and share genuine moments of connection. This level of presence can make your interactions unforgettable. Think of it like a beautifully wrapped gift. When you open it, you find not just the item inside, but the thought and care that went into it. Another playful scenario could be at a family gathering. Instead of drifting off or getting lost in your thoughts, you actively participate. You play games, share stories, and engage with everyone around you. Your presence becomes a highlight of the event, something people remember and talk about long after it's over. Being fully present also means putting aside distractions. Imagine having a conversation where you maintain eye contact, nod in understanding, and respond thoughtfully. This creates an authentic connection that people will cherish. They'll think back and realize how special your time together was because you were genuinely there with them. This doesn't just apply to social settings. Even in professional environments, being fully present in meetings or during teamwork can set you apart. Imagine a colleague who, instead of multitasking, actively contributes and listens. They become an invaluable part of the team because their presence boosts morale and productivity. So the next time you're with someone, whether it's a friend, family member, or colleague, make the conscious effort to be fully there. Put away the distractions, engage in the moment, and make your time together memorable. This practice not only strengthens your relationships but also leaves a lasting impression, making people miss you when you're not around. The fifth practice involves mastering your reactions. Imagine a scenario where you're stuck in traffic, and instead of getting frustrated and honking your horn, you take a deep breath and stay calm. This ability to control your reactions not only makes you more appealing, but also sets you apart from others who might lose their cool in similar situations. Think of it like being the reliable lighthouse during a storm, guiding ships safely without wavering, no matter how rough the waves get. Now, let's look at a funny example. Picture yourself at a family barbecue where an uncle accidentally spills a drink on your favorite shirt. Instead of flying off the handle, you laugh it off and make a joke about maybe it's time to start a new fashion trend. This kind of reaction not only diffuses the situation, but also makes you the person others want to be around. They find your ability to stay composed and find humor in mishaps refreshing and endearing. Another relatable story might be at the workplace. Imagine a stressful meeting where everyone is frustrated because a project is behind schedule. While others might panic or get angry, you calmly suggest a new approach or offer to help in a constructive manner. Your reaction shows maturity and problem-solving skills that colleagues respect and admire. They'll remember that you're the one who can keep a level head, making you an invaluable teammate and someone they want around. Mastering your reactions isn't about suppressing your emotions or pretending everything is perfect. It's about learning to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. This can be incredibly appealing because it demonstrates self-control and emotional intelligence, qualities that are universally admired. It also means being able to handle criticism or setbacks with grace. For instance, if a friend gives you constructive feedback instead of getting defensive, You thank them and consider their perspective. This shows that you value growth over ego, making you both approachable and respected. So next time you find yourself in a challenging situation, take a moment to pause and reflect before reacting. Ask yourself, how would the best version of me handle this? Over time, this practice will not only make you more appealing, but also bring a sense of peace and confidence into your own life. People will start to see you as someone who is dependable, wise, and a joy to be around. The sixth practice involves showing gratitude. Imagine this: you send a heartfelt thank you note to a friend just for being there for you. A simple gesture, yet it leaves a lasting impression. People love to feel appreciated, and expressing genuine gratitude makes them remember you fondly, even when you're not around. Picture a scenario where a friend helps you move into a new apartment. Instead of just saying a quick thanks, you take the time to write them a thoughtful message or even surprise them with their favorite treat. This small act of appreciation will mean a lot to them and make them value your friendship even more. Another example could be in the workplace. Imagine you thank a colleague for covering a shift or helping you with a project. You don't just say it in passing, you acknowledge their effort in a meeting or write them a considerate email. This recognition not only boosts their morale but also strengthens your professional relationship. Your colleague will start to see you not just as a coworker, but as someone who genuinely values their contributions. Think about family gatherings. You could thank your parents for all their support with a warm hug and a few kind words. Maybe you thank your sibling for always being your partner in crime during family events. These moments of gratitude create deeper bonds and make family members look forward to spending time with you. Or take a humorous situation. Imagine you're at a party and someone brings an unexpectedly delicious dish. You make a big deal out of thanking them, even joking that they should open their own restaurant. This light-hearted appreciation not only makes them feel good but also adds to the fun atmosphere, making your presence memorable. Expressing gratitude doesn't have to be grandiose. Even small, sincere gestures can make a huge difference. A quick text or a phone call just to say, "I appreciate you," can brighten someone's day. People will remember the way you made them feel valued and will miss your appreciative nature when you're not around. So next time someone does something kind for you, take a moment to show your gratitude. Whether it's through words, actions, or little surprises, make it heartfelt. This practice not only enriches your relationships but also creates a positive ripple effect. The gratitude you express will come back to you, making people cherish your presence even more. The seventh practice involves maintaining mystery. Imagine reading a novel where every plot twist is revealed on the first page. Boring, right? The same applies to our lives. Keeping some aspects of your life private creates an air of mystery that makes people more intrigued and fascinated by you. Think of it like a magician who never reveals his tricks. The element of surprise keeps everyone guessing and wanting more. Picture this: you're at a dinner party and someone asks you about your weekend plans. Instead of giving them the entire rundown of your itinerary, you smile and say, "Oh, just a little adventure." This kind of response piques curiosity and leaves people wondering, what could they be up to? They'll find themselves thinking about you more, trying to fill in the gaps you've intentionally left open. Let's use a playful example. Remember the classic cartoon character, Wile E. Coyote, always trying to catch the Roadrunner. The Roadrunner never gave away his next move, making every episode exciting. Similarly, by not laying all your cards on the table, you keep people interested, making every interaction with you feel like an episode they can't wait to watch. Imagine a scenario at work. Your colleague asks how you managed to solve a complex problem so quickly. Instead of giving them a step-by-step tutorial, you say, "Just a combination of old tricks and a bit of luck." This not only makes you seem resourceful but also keeps them intrigued by your methods. They'll start to see you as someone with hidden depths, someone they want to know more about. Now picture a light-hearted situation. You're playing a game of poker with friends and you've got an unbeatable hand. Instead of showing excitement, you maintain a poker face, making it harder for others to read you. The mystery of your composure makes the game more thrilling for everyone involved. It's the same in life. Keeping a bit of mystery makes interactions more engaging and keeps people on their toes. Maintaining mystery doesn't mean being secretive or aloof. It's about embracing the art of subtlety. Share enough to be relatable, but hold back enough to be fascinating. Imagine you're a beautifully wrapped gift with an intriguing note that says, "To be opened later." People will be eager to uncover what lies beneath the wrapping, making them think about you long after you've parted ways. So next time you're about to share every detail about yourself, pause and consider keeping a few things to yourself. Let that air of mystery work in your favor. You'll find that people are more drawn to you, eager to learn more about the person who always leaves them wanting more. This practice not only enhances your allure, but also allows you to control the narrative, making every moment with you a memorable part of their story. The eighth practice involves cultivating passions. Imagine someone who lights up whenever they talk about their favorite hobby or activity. Their enthusiasm is contagious and adds a layer of depth to their personality. Pursuing your passions not only makes your life more interesting, but also makes you more attractive to others. Imagine you've always been fascinated by astronomy. You decide to join a local stargazing group and spend your weekends learning about constellations and celestial events. The next time you meet someone, you find yourself sharing fascinating tidbits about the stars, and your excitement captivates them. They start to see you as someone with intriguing layers and a zest for life. Let's look at an inspiring example from the Stoics themselves. Did you know that Marcus Aurelius, one of the most well-known Stoic philosophers, was also passionate about writing? His personal journal, known as Meditations, is a testament to his love for reflection and self-improvement. Imagine the depth of conversations you could have if you shared insights from such a profound work. Your passion for philosophy not only enriches your own life, but also makes you a compelling conversationalist. Another example could be Epictetus, who was passionate about teaching. Despite being born a slave, he dedicated his life to educating others and sharing Stoic wisdom. Imagine adopting this approach in your own life by mentoring someone or sharing your knowledge in a community setting. This not only enhances your own understanding, but also makes you someone people look up to and miss when you're not around. Picture a more playful scenario. Suppose you love baking and spend your Sundays experimenting with new recipes. You bring homemade treats to work, and your colleagues start eagerly anticipating what you'll bring next. Your passion for baking creates a sense of excitement and anticipation, making you someone everyone looks forward to seeing. Or imagine you're passionate about music. You play an instrument and occasionally perform at local venues. Your friends and family make it a point to attend your gigs, and each performance adds a memorable experience to their lives. Your passion for music not only fulfills you, but also creates lasting memories for those around you. Cultivating passions doesn't have to be limited to grand pursuits. Even small, consistent hobbies can make a difference. Imagine a friend who is passionate about gardening. They spend their weekends tending to their plants and often share fresh produce or flowers with you. Their dedication and enthusiasm not only brighten their own life, but also add a touch of beauty to yours. So next time you find yourself with some free time, consider dedicating it to something you love. Whether it's a new hobby, a long-time interest, or even learning something entirely new, let your passion shine through. This practice not only enriches your own life, but also makes you a more dynamic and engaging person to be around. People will miss your unique interests and the joy you bring into their lives, making your presence truly unforgettable. The ninth practice involves building inner strength. Imagine someone who exudes a quiet confidence, not because life is perfect, but because they have the resilience to handle whatever comes their way. This kind of inner strength makes you incredibly attractive to others because it shows that you can be both a rock and a source of inspiration. Think of it like a tree that stands tall and firm, no matter how strong the winds blow. Imagine facing a tough situation, like losing a job or going through a breakup. Instead of falling apart, you take it as an opportunity to grow and learn. You start a new hobby, pick up a book on resilience, or even seek out mentorship. People around you will see how you bounce back stronger and more determined, making them admire your fortitude. Picture a friend who always seems to land on their feet, no matter what life throws at them. Their ability to stay positive and keep moving forward becomes a source of motivation for you. You find yourself drawn to their strength, wanting to learn from them and be around their uplifting energy. Another light-hearted example could be a superhero. Think of characters like Spider-Man or Wonder Woman, who face incredible challenges yet emerge stronger each time. Their resilience makes them heroes in the eyes of others, and while we may not have superpowers, our inner strength can make us heroes in our own right. Let's look at a story from the Stoics themselves. Epictetus, once a slave, became a prominent philosopher. He taught that while we can't control external events, we can control our reactions. Imagine adopting this mindset in your own life. When faced with adversity, instead of lamenting your misfortune, you focus on what you can control, your thoughts and actions. This shift in perspective makes you resilient and admirable. Or consider a more playful scenario. Imagine you're in a sports team and your group is losing badly. Instead of getting discouraged, you rally your teammates with a motivational speech, reminding them of past victories and the joy of playing together. Your inner strength not only lifts their spirits but also makes you a valued leader. Building inner strength isn't about never feeling down, it's about how you rise after each fall. It's about embracing challenges as opportunities for growth. Imagine you're learning to play a challenging musical piece. It's frustrating at first, but with each practice session you improve. Your perseverance pays off, and you nail the performance, earning admiration from your peers and joy in your accomplishment. So, next time life throws you a curveball, take a deep breath and remember that each challenge is a chance to build your inner strength. Embrace the struggle, learn from it, and keep moving forward. This practice will not only make you more resilient and confident, but will also make others see you as a source of strength and inspiration. They will miss your unwavering presence and the inner fire that makes you truly unforgettable. The 10th practice involves being reliable. Picture someone in your life who always follows through on their promises, someone you can count on no matter what. Their dependability creates a sense of trust and appreciation that leaves a lasting impact. Imagine you're planning a big event, perhaps a birthday party or a work project, and you know there's one person you can always rely on to help you get everything just right. This level of consistency not only boosts your confidence in them, but also makes their presence indispensable. Consider a relatable example. Think about that one friend who always shows up on time, rain or shine. Whether it's meeting for coffee or helping you with a move, their punctuality and commitment make them someone you look forward to seeing. You find yourself thinking, I know I can always count on them. This reliability builds a strong foundation of trust and respect in your relationship. Or take a funny scenario. Imagine you're part of a trivia team that meets every week. There's that one teammate who never misses a session and is always prepared with obscure facts and witty banter. Their dependability not only makes the team stronger, but also adds an element of fun and reliability that everyone appreciates. You miss their presence when they're not around because they bring a sense of stability and enjoyment to the group. In a professional setting, being reliable can set you apart. Picture a colleague who consistently meets deadlines and delivers high-quality work. Their dependability makes them a go-to person for important projects and a trusted member of the team. You start to value their presence because you know they'll always have your back. Imagine you're working on a tight deadline, and you can breathe easier knowing that this reliable colleague won't let you down. Think about family dynamics. Imagine a sibling who always takes care of family responsibilities without being asked. Whether it's organizing family gatherings or taking care of errands for elderly parents, their dependability becomes a cornerstone of family life. You start to realize just how much their consistent efforts mean to everyone, and you miss their presence when they're not around for family events. Being reliable is also about the small, everyday actions. Picture a neighbor who always brings in your mail when you're out of town or waters your plants without fail. Their dependability in these little things makes a big difference, creating a sense of community and trust. You find yourself appreciating their kindness and reliability, looking forward to their friendly wave each morning. So, next time you commit to something, follow through with consistency and dependability. Whether it's personal or professional, big or small, being reliable shows that you value others' time and trust. This practice not only strengthens your relationships, but also makes you someone people depend on and miss when you're not around. Your reliability becomes a cornerstone of your character, making your presence truly invaluable. The 11th practice involves setting boundaries. Imagine someone who knows their limits and isn't afraid to enforce them. This strength not only earns respect but also makes their presence more appreciated when they are around. Think of it like a rare gem, precious because it's not always available. Imagine you're someone who always says yes to every request, task, or invitation. At first, people might enjoy your constant availability, but over time, they start to take you for granted. Now picture yourself setting clear boundaries. You politely decline an extra task at work because you have plans with family. Your colleagues might be surprised at first, but eventually will respect your availability more when you do commit. Setting boundaries is also like tuning a radio. You need to fine-tune it to get the best signal. If you're always saying yes, you might end up spreading yourself too thin. But by setting boundaries, you ensure that when you are present, you're fully engaged and vibrant, making people value your presence more. Imagine a friend who is always there for you but occasionally takes time for themselves to recharge. You start to realize how much you miss their energy and positivity when they are not around. Think of a playful example involving a popular TV character like Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory. Sheldon's rigid boundaries and quirks make his presence unique and often hilarious. While his friends might find his rules exasperating, they also appreciate and miss his unique traits when he's not around. Imagine you're at a dinner party and everyone is chatting away. One friend gently reminds the group that they have an early morning and need to head out. At first, the group might wish they would stay longer, but soon they begin to admire their self-discipline and respect their limits. They become someone who is cherished whenever they do join in because their presence is both valuable and intentional. Setting boundaries is also crucial in professional settings. Picture a team leader who sets clear work-life boundaries, leaving the office at a reasonable time each day and encouraging their team to do the same. This not only earns them respect but also makes their presence in the office more impactful. Their team knows that when they're there, they are fully dedicated and productive. Or imagine a teacher who sets firm classroom boundaries. Students might initially resist, but over time, they come to appreciate the structure and respect the teacher more, even missing their guidance during school breaks. Think of a family setting where a parent sets boundaries around family time, ensuring that everyone sits together for dinner without distractions. Initially, teenagers might grumble, but eventually, those shared mealtimes become precious moments they miss when away at college. So next time you find yourself overwhelmed with commitments, take a step back and consider setting some boundaries. It's not about shutting people out, but about ensuring that when you are present, you're at your best. This practice not only enhances the quality of your interactions, but also makes people respect and miss you more when you're not around. Your clear boundaries will make your time and presence more valuable, allowing you to create meaningful and lasting connections. The 12th practice involves showing confidence. Imagine someone who walks into a room with their head held high, exuding an air of self-assuredness that instantly draws people in. Confidence is magnetic and can make you incredibly appealing to others. Think of it like a sunflower standing tall in a field, naturally attracting attention because it radiates positivity and strength. Imagine you're at a social event and you approach a group with a confident smile, starting a conversation effortlessly. Your self-assured demeanor makes you more approachable and engaging, creating a lasting impression on everyone you meet. Picture a friend who always speaks their mind and stands by their opinions with poise. Their confidence not only makes their words more impactful, but also inspires others to be more assertive. You find yourself drawn to their presence, admiring their boldness and the way they navigate through life with ease. Now, let's talk about some fun confidence-building activities. One effective way to boost your confidence is through role-playing scenarios. Imagine practicing a job interview or a public speaking engagement with a trusted friend. By simulating these situations, you become more comfortable and prepared, making it easier to handle the real thing with confidence. Another enjoyable activity is to engage in hobbies that challenge you. Imagine taking up dance classes where you learn to move gracefully and express yourself through rhythm. The process of mastering new steps and performing in front of others can significantly boost your self-esteem. Or consider joining an improv group where you play spontaneous games that require quick thinking and creativity. This not only enhances your ability to think on your feet, but also builds your confidence in handling unexpected situations. Think of confidence as a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. Picture yourself standing in front of a mirror each morning, practicing positive affirmations. Remind yourself of your strengths and achievements and visualize success in your daily tasks. This simple practice can set a positive tone for your day, reinforcing your self-belief. Imagine a playful scenario where you're participating in a karaoke night with friends. Picking a song you love and performing it with enthusiasm, even if you're not the best singer, can be a fun way to step out of your comfort zone and build confidence. Your friends will admire your courage and the joy you bring to the event. Another example could be in a professional setting. Picture yourself volunteering to lead a meeting or present a project. By taking on these roles, you showcase your abilities and build confidence through positive reinforcement and feedback from your peers. Remember, confidence is not about being perfect, it's about being comfortable with who you are. Imagine a scenario where you laugh off a mistake during a public speaking event. Your ability to handle the situation with grace makes you more relatable and endearing to the audience. So next time you feel uncertain, take a deep breath and remind yourself of your worth. Engage in activities that challenge and uplift you, and watch your confidence soar. This practice will not only make you more appealing, but also empower you to take on new opportunities with ease. People will be drawn to your confident energy and will miss your uplifting presence when you're not around. The 13th practice involves staying humble. Imagine someone who, despite their achievements, remains down to earth and approachable. This balance of confidence and humility makes them not only admirable but also incredibly likable. Think of it like a beautifully crafted piece of jewelry, not too flashy, yet undeniably captivating. Now, picture a scenario where you've just received a major promotion at work. Instead of boasting about it, you acknowledge the teamwork and support that helped you get there. Your humility not only endears you to your colleagues, but also makes them appreciate and miss your grounded nature when you're not around. Let's add a playful twist. Imagine you're out with friends for a trivia night and you happen to know all the answers. Instead of flaunting your knowledge, you encourage and celebrate everyone's contributions. You even make a light-hearted joke about being a secret trivia master trained by ancient sages. Your humility makes the evening enjoyable for everyone, and your friends start to cherish your fun and inclusive spirit. Think of a relatable example in a family setting. Picture a relative who is an exceptional cook. Despite their culinary talents, they are always eager to learn new recipes from others and never brag about their skills. Their humility not only makes family gatherings more enjoyable, but also makes their presence deeply valued and missed when they are not around. Consider a professional environment. Imagine a highly skilled colleague who is always willing to share their expertise without making others feel inferior. They consistently acknowledge the team's efforts and never seek the limelight for themselves. This attitude not only fosters a positive work environment but also strengthens relationships, making their absence noticeable and their presence cherished. Or take a funny scenario. Imagine you're playing a game of basketball with friends and you make an incredible shot. Instead of doing an elaborate victory dance, you laugh and say, "Beginner's luck." Your humility in the moment makes everyone laugh and enjoy the game more, making you the kind of person they look forward to playing with again. Staying humble doesn't mean downplaying your achievements. It's about recognizing that everyone has something valuable to offer. Imagine attending a gathering where different people share their talents. Instead of comparing yourself, you appreciate and acknowledge each person's uniqueness. Your humble attitude makes interactions more meaningful and memorable. So, next time you achieve something great or find yourself in the spotlight, take a moment to balance your confidence with humility. Celebrate your successes while recognizing the contributions of others. This practice not only enhances your likability, but also creates deeper, more lasting connections. People will appreciate your grounded nature and miss your humble presence, making you truly unforgettable. The 14th practice involves being a good listener. Imagine someone who truly makes you feel heard, someone who listens with genuine interest and attention. This quality not only makes interactions more meaningful, but also deepens your connections with others, leaving a lasting impact. Think of it like a beautiful melody that resonates long after the music stops. Imagine you're having a conversation with a friend who's going through a tough time. Instead of offering immediate advice or interrupting, you simply listen, nodding in understanding and letting them express their feelings. Your friend feels valued and comforted, knowing they can rely on you for support, which makes them appreciate your presence even more. Picture a workplace scenario where a colleague is presenting a new idea. Instead of multitasking or looking at your phone, you give them your full attention, asking thoughtful questions and providing encouraging feedback. Your active listening not only boosts their confidence, but also strengthens your professional relationship. They start to see you as a trusted ally and miss your supportive presence when you're not around. Let's add a fun example. Imagine you're at a family gathering and your uncle is sharing one of his favorite stories for the 100th time. Instead of zoning out, you listen with enthusiasm, maybe even asking questions you haven't before. Your genuine interest makes the story feel fresh and your uncle feel valued, creating a joyful memory that everyone cherishes. Being a good listener is also about picking up on the little things. Picture a scenario where a friend mentions in passing that they love a particular type of tea. The next time you meet, you surprise them with that exact tea. This small gesture shows that you pay attention and care about the details, making your friendship even stronger. Or consider a light-hearted example. Imagine you're at a party and someone is sharing a funny anecdote. You listen intently, laughing at the right moments and engaging with the story. Your attentive listening makes the storyteller feel appreciated and adds to the fun atmosphere, making you a memorable guest. Being a good listener isn't just about hearing words, it's about understanding emotions and perspectives. Picture a team setting where a project is behind schedule. Instead of jumping in with solutions, you first listen to everyone's concerns and suggestions. This approach not only fosters a collaborative environment, but also makes your team feel respected and valued. They'll miss your empathetic and thoughtful presence when you're not around. So next time you find yourself in a conversation, make a conscious effort to listen actively. Put away distractions, maintain eye contact, and show genuine interest in what the other person is saying. This practice will not only enhance your relationships but also make people cherish your presence. They will miss the way you make them feel valued and heard, making you truly unforgettable. Respecting their space is crucial. Imagine a friend who never overstays their welcome. They know when to offer company and when to give you your personal time. This balance makes you appreciate their presence more because they respect your boundaries. It's like a dance. Knowing when to step forward and when to step back creates a harmonious relationship. Picture a scenario where you have a neighbor who occasionally joins you for coffee but never makes it an everyday expectation. Their ability to gauge when to spend time together and when to leave you to your own devices makes their visit something you look forward to rather than dread. Or consider a playful example. Think of a cat. Cats are masters of respecting space. They come to you for affection but also wander off to do their own thing. This makes the moments when they do curl up next to you more precious. People who respect your space create a sense of freedom and comfort in the relationship. Another fun analogy is a well-loved book. You pick it up when you're in the mood for it, and it's enjoyable because you're choosing to engage with it on your terms. Now think of a professional setting. Imagine a colleague who checks in for updates but never micromanages. Their respect for your work autonomy makes you value their input more when they do offer it. They trust you're capable of handling tasks, and this respect makes their occasional guidance more impactful. Or picture a friend who gives you space after a busy week. Instead of demanding your attention, they send a thoughtful message saying, "I hope you're having a restful weekend. Let's catch up when you're free." This respect for your time off makes you miss their considerate nature and look forward to reconnecting. Respecting space isn't about being distant, it's about understanding the ebb and flow of relationships. Imagine you're part of a sports team and one teammate knows exactly when to push you for that extra effort and when to let you take a breather. This balance makes the team stronger and the camaraderie more genuine. Or consider a family dynamic. Picture a parent who encourages their kids to pursue their interests but also knows when to step back and let them figure things out on their own. This balance of support and independence fosters a healthy, trusting relationship that everyone cherishes. So next time you're interacting with someone, be mindful of their need for space. Whether it's giving them time to recharge, respecting their personal interests, or simply letting them be, this respect will make your presence more valued. They will start to appreciate and miss the considerate way you navigate the relationship, making your absence noticeable and your return warmly welcomed. By respecting their space, you create a healthy dynamic that ensures your interactions are always meaningful and never overwhelming. The 15th practice involves consistency in character. Imagine someone who always stays true to their values and principles, no matter the situation. This unwavering consistency not only makes them trustworthy but also deeply missed when they're not around. Think of it like a reliable lighthouse guiding ships safely to shore, always dependable and steady. Imagine a friend who never compromises on honesty. Whether it's a difficult truth or a simple piece of advice, you know you can always count on their candidness. Their consistent integrity makes you value their opinions and miss their straightforward nature when absent. Consider a fun example involving a fictional character like Clark Kent, also known as Superman. Despite his superpowers, Clark is consistently kind, humble, and dedicated to doing good. His unwavering character makes him not only a hero but also someone people deeply admire and miss when he's not around. Or think of a relatable scenario. Imagine a colleague who always approaches challenges with a positive attitude. No matter how stressful the situation gets, they maintain their optimism and encourage others to do the same. Their consistent positivity is like a breath of fresh air, making the workplace more pleasant and their absence keenly felt. Picture a playful family example. Imagine a grandparent who always tells the same beloved stories at every gathering. Their consistency in sharing these tales becomes a cherished tradition. You find yourself looking forward to hearing those familiar stories and missing them when the grandparent is not present. Let's add a light-hearted analogy. Think of a favorite TV show that consistently delivers entertaining episodes. You eagerly anticipate each new release and miss it during off-seasons. Similarly, a person who maintains consistent character becomes someone others look forward to being around and miss when they're not available. Consistency in character also means standing by your commitments. Imagine a friend who always follows through on their promises, whether it's showing up for a coffee date or supporting you during tough times. Their reliability builds a strong sense of trust, making you appreciate and miss their dependable nature. Or picture a sports team captain who consistently leads by example, showing dedication and hard work in every practice and game. Their steady leadership inspires the team and creates a sense of unity, making their presence immensely valuable and missed during absences. Another relatable story could be about a teacher who consistently shows patience and encouragement to all their students. Over time, this approach builds a nurturing learning environment that students cherish. They'll miss the teacher's supportive nature during school breaks and remember their positive impact long after. Consistency in character also extends to small, everyday actions. Imagine a neighbor who always waves and says hello every morning. Their friendly consistency brightens your day and makes you miss their greetings when they're not around. So next time you face a challenging situation, remember to stay true to your values and principles. Whether it's honesty, kindness, or reliability, maintaining a consistent character not only builds trust but also makes you someone people miss and deeply value. This practice not only strengthens your relationships but also ensures that your presence leaves a lasting, positive impression. In summary, adopting these Stoic practices can truly make you unforgettable and deeply missed by those around you. By creating value in your life, embracing absence, practicing indifference, being present, mastering your reactions, showing gratitude, maintaining mystery, cultivating passions, building inner strength, being reliable, setting boundaries, showing confidence, staying humble, being a good listener, respecting their space, and maintaining consistency in character, you can leave a lasting impact on everyone you meet. Now, it's time to put these principles into practice and transform the way people perceive and miss you. Remember, the essence of Stoicism is not just in understanding these concepts but in living them daily. As the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good person should be one." So here's a fun challenge for you. Pick one of these practices and consciously apply it over the next week. Observe the changes it brings to your relationships and personal growth. Share your experiences in the comments below, and let's inspire each other to live a more meaningful and impactful life. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest content. Thanks for watching and stay stoic.